feeling down. You make
Well,
me happy.
welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. If you're here for the first time, let me say welcome. I appreciate you coming through and clicking on this video. Hope that something you'll see tonight or today, whenever you may be viewing this, will encourage you to continue watching. We are a group of women gathering together to inspire, motivate, and encourage, and build a bond of sisterhood for women that are like-minded in our age demographic, hoping to just continue this thing called life, being grateful for every moment that we're given, and sharing love all around the world. That's what we're doing here. And if you are jumping on board, welcome, and I appreciate you for coming. And for those that return week after week, my beautiful sisters, my friends, my ride or dies, my bestie, thank you all for joining me tonight. And I know you all saw this title, so I know a lot of you all jumping in here like, what's going on? What do women want? So we're going to talk about that. I hope that you all would jump in the comments and share what you want. And in 2024, we are becoming what we want to be. So I thought this would be a good topic to share today. And I know I have some men roaming through here. What's up? What's up? I know they're here tonight because they're probably thinking that we're about to share some secrets. But this is for motivation and encouragement, and to help us as women to live out the life that is designed for us, no matter where you may be in your life right now. So if you're interested in this video, keep watching. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Tonight I'm just going to be here for a little while and just talk a little bit about what women want, especially women in their 50s and their 60s. And you know what? I realized that it's going to be different for all of us. We're all going to think of some different things. We're going to have different ideas, goals, and accomplishments. And we're in different spaces in our lives. We're on different walks of life. Some of us want to have abundance of things. Some of us want to be very minimal and very simple. So that's what makes us unique, because we're all different. And that builds up this beautiful community of women. We're very diverse in the things that we like and enjoy in life, the way that we look, what we do for a living, our environments, how we were brought up. All of those things together help create us, and that's why it's beautiful, because we're so diverse, and I think it's beautiful. Now, I'm going to just share some of the things that I want. Being a woman at 60 and over, I think every decade that I cross, my goals have changed, or my thought process has changed, or the things I desire has changed. And I recognize that as I have gotten older, my desire to want a lot of things decreased. And it's very funny because I remember growing up as a young girl, and my mother was hardworking. We struggled, so we didn't have a lot. I will say that I never missed a meal. I had a decent roof over my head, and those were the things. That was my life. But I did not have what my friends have. I didn't have the beautiful clothes. I got a job at 16 so that I could buy fashionable clothes. And a lot of you guys have been in this situation, so this is not unique to me. So I didn't have the latest thing. I didn't have the name brand clothes or shoes or whatever. And I didn't have a car in high school, none of those things. So when you're young and you're going through that phase, I had other siblings, so a lot of things were passed down, as they called them, hand-me-downs. So I wore a lot of my older sister clothes, and family members that, donated things or gave things to us. So, oftentimes my girlfriends was dressing really fashionable and cute, and I was sitting back like, ugh. And so I got a job at 16 so that I could buy my own things. And sometimes I even wore like clothing that belonged to some of my friends. But in saying that, it was one of those things where when you grow up, your mind can be programmed to believe that that's what you're supposed to be striving to do, is to get things. So in my young life, I desired to have things. So as I got older and crossed a different decade from 20 to 30, you start to buy things. Every time I have a video, this refrigerator comes on. I think it don't like me. I hope you can still hear me. But yeah, so I started buying things. When you're able to establish a little bit of credit and you get some credit cards, sometimes we just go crazy. I had that phase of life as well. And I got married, and marriage brought more things for me. I was able to get some of those things that I always desired. I was able to wear the type of clothes I wanted. I was even on designer things, and I had beautiful furniture and jewelry and things of that nature. And it's funny, when you acquire all that stuff, then you're feeling like, why did I even just act like this was the end all, the be all? I had to have all this stuff. Because once you acquire it, it's not as exciting as the thought of wanting it, if you get what I mean. And as I have gotten older, my desire to shop and buy all these things has just decreased. I don't go into a mall. If I do, it's very rare. I'm going for a specific thing. And I don't get just crazy when I see sales and be like, I want to buy this, buy this, buy that. I just don't. My whole thought process changed. So what do I want? And as I have analyzed that over the last few months, and maybe the last couple years actually, to be honest, but more so scrutinizing it over the last month, I realized that I am not that person that I was 20, 30 years ago. I have totally evolved, like 360, totally evolved. When I look at some of my friends and the things that they're doing in their lives and the stuff that they want, I'm totally different, like left field different. And it's amazing. But I love me. And that's one of the things that you desire to do as you get older, is just be you. So what I want in life has nothing to do with things that are so tangible that I can keep and have and show off. It's more or less the experiences that I gain out of life. I desire to have peace. I have never desired peace as much as I have in the last 2 years. And I've had peace in the last year, and it feels amazing. Are there times when it can get very quiet in that peace? It can. But for the most part, it has been a blessing to my life. I desire beautiful people in my life who are genuinely 100% authentically loyal people who love you, and the love that you share is reciprocated back and forth between the two of you or the group of you. And I desire to have great health. I want to become healthy in my aging life and be able to have longevity, to have my mind good, my physical health good, so that I can get out and be amongst this beautiful world, in this world, and experience these things that I desire. And I want peace for everybody, not just for me, but for everybody to discover what that is. I want more smiles in life. I want to travel and see this big beautiful world that has been given to us, that we have abused. God put this world together for us, and we don't appreciate it. And as I have gotten older, I've learned to take a moment and take in those beautiful things that I missed growing up, just to stand out and see the sun setting amongst the trees, and how the rays can kind of ricochet off. It's beautiful. Something I probably never would have noticed when I was 15, 16, 17 years old. Just being able to feel the wind across my skin and hear the raindrops hitting the top of the roof of my house or the backyard while I'm laying asleep. Those things are precious. And I know a lot of people look at that and say, girl, you getting old. That's all that means. But no, what I am becoming is aware of all of the beauty that is in this world that we neglect and we take for granted. Yeah, I want to be able to just immerse myself in this beautiful world and enjoy it and appreciate it on the level that it was given to us for. That's something that's very special for me. Women over 60, and I would say even over 50, just want to have a happy and thorough, prosperous, comfortable life. Who don't want to be comfortable? Who doesn't want to be comfortable? Where you're not stressing and worrying. You know, today I was watching some videos on the news where there were people who just want to have a warm place to lay their bodies. And they were talking about how the community churches should be open so that people can be able to come in out of this cold. And I sit here in my warm home for now, even though it's a little chilly in here. And I just appreciate the fact that I have a home, and I need to stop complaining so much. Sometimes I do complain. I had a little bit of problem with my heating element, because when it gets to a certain temperature, it doesn't heat the way that it should. It's because part of it is going out. So I've had some cold nights where I had to sleep fully clothed in like a jogging suit and socks, and I even had my robe on at one point under comforters. But I think about how I don't bear that coldness against my skin that some people do. And why am I complaining so much? It will get fixed. But I have learned that, that I want to be able to pick the battles of my life and not allow every little thing to interrupt that peace that I have found. I want to love, like completely love. Someone asked me just recently if I could see myself in a relationship or even perhaps married. It was something that I never entertained after my divorce, because I just haven't. I had found a place of my life where I was living happy, and I could still do all the things that I enjoy. I could still date. I could still go out. I could still, laugh and smile and, all of the things that brought me happiness without all of that crazy in between. But if I really think about it, I think we were all put here to have some companionship and someone that you can share life with. So it's not totally out of my mind, the more that I think about it, and it could be great. I think for me, it's just to be more or less learning how to live with someone and share spaces. I think that would be my biggest hurdle, because I'm so independent. I've been my own one-woman show for such a long time. You guys see me, when I was putting things together in my home, I don't ask people to help me much. So that would be the hurdle that I would cross. But I just want to be able to enjoy life in the way that I have been. And although there will be hurdles and obstacles that may come, you might even have a health challenge or a job-related challenge, or just financial, or even with your children, things can happen, grandkids. But for the most part, this is the time of life where my dad used to say, you should be enjoying your life, because you have weathered the storm. You've been through all of the growing and figuring out what you want to be in life and where you want to be. I do know that sometimes people at this age are still trying to figure that out. But for me, I know who I am. I know what I want to do in life. I know what direction I want to take. I know I don't want to own a lot. I do know that I want to be able to have the freedom to pick up and move if I want to. I don't have to be tied down to a big house. And I don't have to have a lot of things. And that makes me happy. So ask yourself, what do you want? Where are you? If you're over 50, you're over 60, and this may apply to younger women, but at this stage of our lives, this is supposed to be the time of our lives where we are pretty much in that zone of just living life and not allowing this noise outside of us to infiltrate what we got going on in here. So what do you want? What are some of the things that you want in your life that could make your life amazing? Whatever those things are, let's get to work on that in this year of 2024. Let's become those things. If you want to be more beautiful, however that fits you, whether it's aesthetically, internally, physically, let's get together and let's do these things, because it won't happen if you don't work to help it to come to fruition. That's a fact. Nothing you're going to do in life is going to be because you close your eyes and wish it to happen. You have to work toward that. So if it's going back to school, if it's that you want to be married one day with a husband, are you a wife? Can you be a wife? What does that mean? And yeah, let's get to work on those things in 2024. Thought I'd share this video with you all today to get you to thinking in 2024. What do women want over 50 and 60? Think about it. So thank you all for tuning in today. And I look forward to this year with you guys. Looking forward to doing a live stream, guys. I think I'm going to kick that off in February because I got my birthday stuff coming up here. Make sure you watch that vlog. It's going to be a vlog of self-care. That's something that we need to become more of, caring of ourselves in 2024. So be on the lookout for that in the live stream in February. So thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you all in the next video. Remember, I love you so much. Peace. And we'll talk again real soon. Bye for now.
Sorry that I've been distant lately. My mind doesn't want to trust this feeling. Time can only tell if you'll stay. I want this love to last always. Cannot think, can only feel. No way for me to know that it's real. Time can only tell.